$5,000. That is the repair bill waiting inside the most popular engine GM puts in the Sierra right now. Not at 200,000 miles. Not after a decade of neglect. At 40,000 miles. Sometimes at 20, sometimes at 5. Let us start with the three engines that cost Sierra owners more than they are worth. The mildest of the three is also the quietest problem. The 2.7-liter turbo four-cylinder, engine code L3B, is available on Sierra 1500 models from 2019 forward, across Pro, SLE, and Elevation trims. It makes 310 horsepower and 348 pound-feet of torque on the base version. On paper, those torque numbers look competitive with a V8. In practice, this engine is spooling its turbo constantly under Sierra duty cycles, building heat, managing boost, and doing sustained work a small displacement engine was not engineered to maintain across 200,000 miles. Think of it like asking a marathon runner to carry a loaded pack the entire race. The pace looks fine for the first few miles. The cumulative cost shows up at mile 18. Naturally aspirated V8s have 25 years of Sierra-specific longevity data. This engine has 6 years. You are buying a powertrain with no documented long-term track record in a truck class that demands exactly that. The used market already knows. A Sierra with the 2.7 turbo sells for $2,000 to $4,000 less than the same year, same trim Sierra with the 5.3 V8. Identical truck. The four-cylinder is worth less because the market does not trust it in this application. For the same $25,000 to $35,000 you would spend on a 2019 through 2022 Sierra with the Turbo 4, you can buy the same Sierra with a proven V8. Same money. Proven engine. Worse than an unproven engine is a proven engine with a documented cost trap built into its purchase price. Worst number 2 is the 3.0-liter Duramax inline 6 diesel, engine code LM2. Available on Sierra 1500s from 2020 onward on L84 and Denali trims. 277 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque, and an EPA rating of up to 33 miles per gallon highway on two-wheel drive trucks. The fuel savings are real. The problem is the math surrounding them. Diesel fuel runs roughly 60 cents more per gallon than regular unleaded in most markets. The purchase premium alone runs $2,500 to $4,000 over the equivalent 5.3-liter Sierra before you turn the key. Recouping that premium takes 80,000 to 100,000 miles under favorable fuel price conditions. What the fuel economy calculator never shows you is the emissions system column. Oil changes on this engine run $80 to $120 versus $50 to $80 on a gas V8. Diesel fuel filters run $75 to $120 every 15 to 20,000 miles. DPF replacement is documented at $2,000 to $4,000. DEF system failures run $1,000 to $2,500. These are not hypothetical risks. They are documented failure points that gas Sierra owners simply never face. This is a cost of ownership trap built to look like a value play. Like buying a house with lower monthly payments and then discovering the roof, the HVAC system, and the water heater all run on a proprietary service contract. The headline number looks good. The footnotes are what ruin you. The diesel Sierra makes genuine sense for a narrow slice of buyers. Someone driving 30,000 or more highway miles per year who needs consistent heavy towing torque and will hold the truck long enough to clear the break-even point. For everyone else, the gas 5.3-liter does everything this diesel does and costs less at every mileage marker where most people sell. Now, the worst entry on this list. This one should make you angry, because the data existed, the service bulletins were filed, and the trucks kept shipping anyway. NHTSA opened a formal investigation covering 877,000 GM trucks equipped with the 5.3-liter L84 and 6.2-liter L87 engines. 39 formal complaints, over 800 field reports, failures documented as early as 5,000 miles. The investigation is open. The trucks are still on the lot. Worst number 1. The 5.3-liter V8 Gen 5 engine code L84. Standard on most Sierra 1500 trims from 2019 forward. 355 horsepower, 383 pound-feet of torque. GM replaced the Gen 4 5.3 with this engine and added DFM, dynamic fuel management. 17 different deactivation patterns cycle 1 to 8 cylinders constantly depending on load. The engineering goal was fuel efficiency. The real-world result, documented in TSB 19 NA218, is cold start ticking as the early warning of lifter and cam failure. Failures occur between 20,000 and 80,000 miles in documented cases. Repair costs $3,000 to $5,500 at a dealer for lifters and cam. If the failure escalates, full engine replacement runs $7,000 to $12,000. Owner Forum reports consistently indicate that tow haul mode does not reliably prevent DFM activation during towing. The lifters are cycling under sustained load, which accelerates wear fastest. Trucks built between September of 2020 and March of 2021 show the highest documented concentration of failures. If you are shopping a used L84 Sierra, from those production months, pull the window sticker, request service history, and budget for the repair regardless of what the seller says. There is one path most buyers never find. During the chip shortage in 2021 and 2022, GM built thousands of Sierras without DFM activation capability. The RPO code YK9 on the glove box sticker identifies them. The engine control module is programmed to never activate cylinder deactivation. That truck runs all 8 cylinders 100% of the time from the factory. No disabler, no modification cost. Searching for YK9 on the glove box sticker is the most important 30 seconds you will spend on that lot. Without it, a quality AFM and DFM disabler device runs under $270. Install it on day 1. Without it, the failure is not a matter of if. It is a matter of which oil change interval you were on when it happened. My take on this. GM filed TSB 19 NA218. The complaint data was building. 877,000 trucks went out the door anyway. Owners are paying $3,000 to $5,500 for a failure GM had documentation on before most of those trucks left the factory. That is not an engineering oversight. That is a business decision. Those are the 3 Sierra engines that cost more than they deliver. An unproven Turbo 4, a diesel that never clears its own premium, and a V8 with a documented failure mode GM acknowledged and kept selling. Now, the 4 that actually earn back what you spend. Drop a comment right now. What engine is in your Sierra and how many miles? I read every one of them. And if this research is useful, hit subscribe. New GMC deep dives every week. Best number 4 is the engine that sells for less because buyers do not know it exists. The 4.8-liter V8, engine code LY2, is found in Sierra 1500 work truck and base SLE trims from 2007 through 2013 on the GMT 900 platform. 295 horsepower, 305 pound-feet of torque, less power than the 5.3. That is why nobody searches for it. Here is what the search bar misses. 0 active fuel management. No cylinder deactivation of any kind. All 8 cylinders fire every time, from the factory at every mileage. The failure mode that defines the GMT 900 era simply does not exist on this engine. The 4.8 shares the same LS architecture as the 5.3. Iron block, forged crankshaft, same oil system, same cooling system. Towing capacity drops to around 7,400 pounds versus 9,500 on the 5.3. If you tow under 7,000 pounds, boats, utility trailers, small campers, this engine does the job without the liability. Check the 8th digit of the VIN. The letter C means 4.8. The number 3 means 5.3. Check the RPO sticker inside the glove box for engine code LY2. Most listings just say V8. That 30-second check is the difference. Used prices run $6,000 to $12,000, $2,000 to $4,000 less than the same truck with the 5.3. Lower demand, lower price, simpler engine. Best number 3 is the engine that earned its reputation honestly and still holds it. The 5.3-liter Gen 3, engine codes LM7 and L33. LM7 is found in Sierra 1500 trucks on the GMT 800 platform from 2003 through 2006. L33 is found from 2005 through 2007 on four-wheel drive trucks. No AFM, no DFM, no turbo, no direct injection. Port fuel injection only, which means gasoline washes over the intake valves on every combustion cycle, and carbon buildup is not a concern. The LM7 iron block is documented past 300,000 miles, with routine oil changes, spark plugs, and the occasional water pump. That is the complete ownership story. The L33 is the lighter aluminum block variant, rated at 310 horsepower, fitted to fewer trucks, and often overlooked for exactly that reason. Used prices run $5,000 to $13,000. A fully capable truck with an engine that has nothing complicated left to fail. Best number 2 is for the buyer who understands the disabler math and wants the engine that justifies it. The 6.2-liter V8, engine code L86 on K2XX, trucks from 2014 forward, and L87 on T1XX trucks from 2019 forward. 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. The 6.2 has active fuel management on K2XX and dynamic fuel management on T1XX. Same cylinder deactivation liability as the 5.3. Same disabler fixes it, same cost. But 65 more horsepower and 77 more pound-feet of torque for that same fix. If you are buying the disabler anyway, buy the engine that gives you something meaningful in return. One honest note: the NHTSA investigation covers the L87 in addition to the L84. T1X 6.2 trucks share that production window risk. Search for YK9 on a T1XX 6.2 the same way you would on any L84. On a 420 horsepower engine, finding that sticker matters even more. Used price on a K2XX Denali with the 6.2 runs $22,000 to $35,000. The K2XX is the value play, steep depreciation already absorbed. Proven hardware at a real price. And best number 1. The engine I recommend over every other option, at every price point where it appears. The 5.3-liter Gen 4 V8, engine codes LC9, LH6, LY5, and LMG, is found in Sierra 1500s on the GMT 900 platform from 2007 through 2013. It makes 315 to 320 horsepower, depending on variant, and 335 pound-feet of torque, paired with the 6 L80 transmission. This engine has AFM, 4-cylinder deactivation, not the 17-pattern DFM of the Gen 5. A simpler system, fewer failure points, and fully eliminated with a single plug-in device under $270. Plug it in on day 1, and all 8 cylinders fire permanently. The LS architecture this engine shares with performance cars handles 500 plus horsepower in those applications. Your Sierra makes 320. An athlete competing at 60% of maximum capacity for a decade outlasts the one sprinting at full effort from day one. That gap between what this engine can handle and what it is actually asked to do every day is exactly where longevity lives. With AFM disabled and oil maintained, 100,000 miles and the bottom end is just getting settled. 200,000 is routine. 300,000 is documented on original internals across owner forums and high-mileage communities consistently. When you are shopping a used GMT 900 Sierra with this engine, check the glove box RPO sticker for LC9 or LY5. Ask whether a disabler has been installed. If the truck has over 70,000 miles and no disabler, request a pre-purchase inspection focused on cold start behavior. 30 seconds of cold start audio tells you more than any vehicle history report. Listen for the ticking that TSB19 NA218 describes. If you hear it, walk. A full fluid service at purchase, engine oil, transmission fluid in the 6L80. Differentials, transfer case, coolant, and brake fluid runs $300 to $500 at an independent shop. A dealer quotes the same service at $700 to $1,000. Add the disabler and your total day one investment is under $800 on top of the purchase price. Used price runs $9,500 to $18,000 for a crew cab 4-wheel drive example. The 2012 and 2013 SLE with the Z71 package is the configuration worth searching for specifically. Off-road suspension, skid plates, locking rear differential, and the tow package land in the $12,000 to $15,000 range. A fully equipped truck at a price that has no equivalent on a new lot. The window for these trucks at these prices is narrowing. 5 years ago, they were $6,000 to $10,000. Today, they are pushing $18,000. The market is catching up to what mechanics have understood for a decade. 3 worst engines. A Turbo 4, the market already discounted, because the long-term data does not exist. A diesel that wins on one number and loses on every number surrounding it. And a V8, with a documented production defect GM had service bulletin data on before the trucks left the factory. 4 best engines. The 4.8 nobody searches for. The Gen 3 5.3 that earned its reputation and still holds it. The 6.2 that pays back the disabler investment with 65 extra horsepower. And the Gen 4 5.3, the complete answer. Complexity is what kills Sierra powertrains. The 2.7 adds a turbo. DFM adds 17 deactivation patterns. The Duramax adds an emission stack that fails on its own schedule. Strip those away, and what remains is an iron block V8 on a proven transmission with a known cheap permanent fix for its one weakness. The most reliable Sierra you can buy right now is not the newest one on the lot. It is the one that has already proven everything it needs to prove.